Well, hello everyone, what is going on? It is the Almighty Geoff, and we are here with episode 1 of Saints Row Get Out of Hell. For all intents and purposes, this is the last game in the Saints Row series for now. Ron is still with us again for one more outing.
Hey guys, how you doing?
So, obviously this is the second playthrough we've done of this game. We played through it originally on Ron's channel. I'll drop the playlist in the description below. I think that was a couple of years ago when we did that one, so we should be going into this all fresh. Let's start up a new co-op campaign, obviously. So a new game going on normal. So I don't think this series is going to go on too long. It's especially short compared to the other Saints Row games. I think this originally is more of an expansion to Saints Row 4 than anything else. But, you know, it's quite a fun game, I think. So, it should be good. Alright, let's just invite Darling Ronald. There we go. You've been invited to Saints Row Get Out of Hell. So just wait for him to drop in. Obviously we're not playing as the boss this time, so there's no customization or anything like that. Although I believe if you've got Saints Row 4 data installed, I think you do see the boss a couple of times in cutscenes, and it will carry over the character model that you've got in that game. So I don't know if that will show up on mine, because I don't know if I've still got Saints Row 4 installed. I might have uninstalled it, so we'll have to see. But we'll be playing as Johnny and Kinsey in this game. Obviously, you know, two of probably the best characters in the series, so it's nothing to shit you out. I know Ron obviously has his favourite. Okay.
That's right. That's right. I forgot all about Kinsey.
You're a disgrace.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, I hadn't thought about it.
Let's drop on him. There goes copyright.
Just say yes.
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a man so exceptional that the divine hosts of heaven and hell were forced to take note. A man dangerous enough to bring Satan to his knees, but selfless enough to make God himself raise an eyebrow. How did this come to pass? Well, it all began at a very special birthday party for a very special young lady.
Surprise!
Oh, it is my character boss.
It's your birthday, Kinsey.
So?
You've never been to a birthday party?
No.
What, like not even growing up?
I went to the School of the Americas since kindergarten. We didn't really do birthday parties.
But you celebrated Christmas.
I don't have to explain myself to you.
Oh, Kinsey, this is going to be so much fun. Zinjai made a cake, Jane Austen is here, we'll play some games.
What sort of games? So you celebrate birthdays by trafficking with spirits?
It's spooky and fun.
It's a bunch of letters.
It's tradition. Every slumber party has to involve a spirit board.
Slumber party.
How's it work?
We ask it a question, and the spirit of the board will reveal the answer.
How?
Yeah, someone pushes the pointy thing to wherever they want. Wait, can we go back to you and your slumber parties?
No time. All right. Everyone put their hands on the cursor.
Cursor. I feel the magic already.
All right. Will the President/God Emperor for life ever choose a partner to reign alongside them?
No.
Ooh, someone's getting married.
Shut up, mate.
Who will tame the president's wild heart?
What are you cunts trying to spell?
I'm not moving it.
That's the spirit, Kinsey.
I'm serious.
I'm not moving it either.
Neither am I. Jezebel. Who the fuck
Hate when that happens.
Is that not all?
Where'd you get the board?
I was going through Zinniak's artifact collection and found it there.
Who did it belong to?
Alistair Crowley?
Guys? I think it's laughing at us.
I also hate it when that happens. Johnny.
You're a smart enough piece of wood to see where this is going. Now, you ready to cooperate? That's more like it.
You think we can trust it?
It's not like we got a lot of options.
So what's the plan? We mount up and go in after the boss?
No, I do. No sense in what's left of humanity walking right into a death trap. Someone's got to live to tell the story.
That's a stupid plan, Johnny.
I'm leaving you in charge.
Hell of a plan, Johnny.
Are you serious?
I'm coming too.
Are you kidding me?
How do you plan to come back?
I try not to sweat the details.
You need someone with you that does.
No.
It's my birthday.
Fine. All right, then. You know where my friend is?
True to its word, the spirit board opened up another portal and sent Johnny and Kinsey screaming into hell.
As you do. Sort of an annual event at birthdays, from what I've noticed. Whereas, you know, the pits of hell is more of a metaphor for extreme drunkenness. Altar. A brighter future and a better life.
Altor's behind this, I know
Oh.
it.
Ultor and the Saints haven't been enemies in years. You really think he's responsible?
You don't know him like I do. The boss put him through a window for a reason.
The reason was the boss was kind of fucking crazy back then.
That's a fair point.
Do you
Okay.
know how much easier this would be if we just found a car?
You know how much easier this would be if you just gave me a second? Alright. Now how are we gonna find the Altor building?
Biggest building down here, giant Ultor sign on it. I don't think this is a problem.
I'll buy that.
You know where you're going. Get access now.
I'm fairly sure this is going to be the only time in the game we're actually going to be driving a car. Just like Saints Row 4.
Keep talking, bitch.
If you could stop walking in front of my car, that'd be just fine.
Yeah,
Alright.
just spirits, we don't care.
They're dead anyway. Not like we'd care if they were still alive.
Look at us. Kinsey Kensington and Johnny Gat driving together on a birthday adventure.
Are you always this excited?
Generally, I'm a misanthrope.
I get it.
Just a nice.
Welcome to
easy
hell.
drive. Yeah, welcome to hell. At least they, you know, at least they're polite. Please visit us again soon.
This is hell. Not as bad as I thought.
It kind of reminds me of Steelport.
Oh my. Can everyone get out? Jesus. Are you causing problems?
It's not me. I can do it.
Oh, whoa. Flatten the car. And they just run me over. This is not what I'd call a welcome.
Babysit
We
me.
have got the attention of the demons. How do we want to handle it?
We handle it by killing demons.
Oh, I want to get to Altar so we can put a cap on handling demons. You come in and out. I'm stuck in a car that seems to be stuck very poorly driven.
The important thing to note here is that the first person who had to be revived was you.
Because you caused issues and I got crushed by a monster truck.
I did not.
I saw you. I have video
I don't know
footage
what
of you
you're talking
causing issues for everybody.
So, what's the plan?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna shoot him in the face unless he gives us the boss back.
What if Dane doesn't have the boss?
I'll probably still shoot him in the face.
Alright, we're here now. No problems. Nice and leisurely drive.
Welcome to hell.
Shouldn't you have a receptionist?
Such is the plight of eternal damnation. I have a feeling you didn't come here to catch up. Let's talk in my office.
Not even death could stop the enterprising Vogel, who wasted no time in setting up an Altor branch in the bowels of hell. Dane was eager to fill Johnny in on the ever-shifting politics of land rights in the Underworld. But real estate mattered little to Johnny, who only cared where his friend was.
Where'd you put the president?
I've been trying to explain that. I didn't take them.
Bullshit. You expect me to believe you just happened to be the first thing we see in hell?
Maybe it's just me, but your thank you sounds more like an accusation.
That's probably because he plans to kill you.
Okay. I get the trust issues. Can I show you something?
The pieces all came together. The president had caused more chaos and destruction than any other in human history. It was only natural that Satan would want them to marry his daughter. They needed a plan, and Johnny had one.
I'm gonna shoot the devil in the face.
I think you might be skipping some details.
No, I said in the face.
I like the commitment, but you gotta find a way to get close enough to him in the first place.
When's the wedding? I'll just show up
And then you'll shoot him in the face. Sorry, but it's a little more complicated than that. These things are tied to the soul. You won't be able to enter without one.
So how do we get one?
You get his attention. I know some places that are of particular value to the father of the bride. You hit those, you'll get your shot.
Wait, why would Satan give out an invitation for destroying his stuff?
Oh, he won't, but it should piss him off enough to get him to attack Johnny personally. Either the devil kills Gat and Ultor gets the construction contracts to rebuild what was destroyed, or Johnny kills Satan and I'll have to pay less taxes. It's pretty win-win.
That's why you're helping us? To make more money in hell?
Hell's what you make of it, sweetie.
Works for me. What you got?
All right.
Satan had entrusted the day-to-day running of hell to 5 archdukes, and Dane knew how to find them all. But beyond that, not everyone in hell was content to go along with Satan's status quo. There were others who shared Dane's ambition for power, and the Ultor mogul knew that the key to unseating Satan lay in gaining their aid. But before Johnny set out to wage war against the Prince of Darkness, Dane had one final gift. An artifact that he had spent fortunes on. Lucifer's cracked halo. This holy relic granted Johnny the majestic wings of the Morning Star. However, he still needed help in learning how to use them.
I feel a tutorial coming on.
And we're done driving.
Well, not getting crushed by any monster trucks anymore.
Alright, you got me out in the sticks. Now what?
Would it kill you to show a little excitement? You're about to experience angelic flight, for Christ's sake.
Dane.
Great. Now you should have just enough clusters to power up your halo.
And no, Ron, they're not data clumps.
Data clumps.
Start slow, try to jump over to that next island. Also, the longer you charge your wings before jumping, the further you'll go. Hey, you didn't fuck it up. Good job. Now get up that cliff. Now it's time to fly.
Whoops.
You heard of crawling before walking?
What I wanted to do.
Well, in this case, you need to jump before you can fly. Launch yourself in the air with a jump, and then hold your wings out to glide to that next island. I put out some orbs to show you the path. You'll have to dive to reach the next island. Do that by pointing your head down. Don't worry, the rest of your body will follow.
I was kind of hoping I wouldn't separate from the wings, you know, but oh yeah. Oh, I overshot. Turn back.
I put a shiny flap orb out in front of you. Collect the orb, and your wings will flap to gain speed. Alright, now try flapping those wings on your own. Do a
Rest of your
flap
body will
on your
follow.
way to the next island.
Let's see what these things can do.
The exact opposite of diving, is climbing. Climbing will slow you down and eventually cause you to stall. And trust me, stalling sucks. You can flap while gliding to gain additional speed. So the faster you're going, the higher you can fly. Now try to reach the island up there. Alright, time to take the training wheels off for the final lesson. Flying takes stamina. If you run out in midair, you are going to drop like a rock. A stupid, stamina-less rock. Last island is right under those lava falls. Notice how your stamina drains the longer you glide. Let's get you back to the old... Here's the deal. If you want some FaceTime with Satan, you need to get his attention. Now, Satan hates being challenged, so anything you do to undermine his control is good. Fraud, mayhem, shooting demons in the face, anything. You can keep track of Satan's wrath with this handy meter. Get it high enough and you'll be having drinks with Big Red in no time. I've compiled a list of shit to do, so take a look and do whatever sounds fun. Oh, one more thing. We have some potential allies down here. Trust me, you want to impress them.
Colourful characters down here, let's see. Super Sprint, yay. Yes, I know, I've purchased these, thank you. Saints Wings. These are some DLC things. I think this is because playing on the Enhanced Edition, the re-elected edition. Oh, I've fallen off the roof. This is not a good start. Okay, so go 15 minutes or so. Bloody hell, 50. Oh yeah, it counts the challenges as well, doesn't it? I forgot, I was like, what? But yeah, you can see all these, so it counts them as missions rather than having separately as challenges like they've done in every other game so far. So, obviously we'll be getting all these in time. Some of these I'll be showing you how to do, the others I'll be doing in my own time. You'll know what I'm talking about, like the grindier ones I'll probably work on off screen and then earning money and stuff like that, but okay.
Grindy things.
Yes, grindy things. We're gonna have had some upgrades, but probably leave for now. Come back to them at some point. Just get all the notifications off our screen. Arcane. We need some soul clusters. It's obviously just the equivalent of the data clusters in simulation. We can put the seat swings on, I guess. Why not? Okay, I think let's just look from the top down. Let's go forward and press 4 specific emissaries to charge up your halo with magnificent power. So we can collect the summons power. So we're going to go to Blackbeard.
Pick it up.
What are we doing?
We're going to pay a visit to Blackbeard and collect his arcane power. Oh, Blackbeard didn't deserve this.
Ridiculous, like 100 of these to find.
I think there's more than 100, Johnny. In a land without gold, we might have been heroes. Alrighty. Touch the wheel.
Sure.
Queen Anne's Revenge.
Abandoned ship! We've been boarded!
Off you go.
Get these damn things off my ship!
Never should have fucked with me.
Aww, they're only little. Yeah, there you are, you little rascal. You just crush him, just walk over them.
Happening over here.
How done can keep up?
Oh.
Another cluster. Data clump.
That guy's having fun. Just one clawing off his face.
In that chest over there. The weapon you find inside may help with our little imp problem.
Oh. Big hammer.
That
Hammer.
is a freakishly large hammer.
Oh, oh, whoa. That didn't work. It takes so long to charge up, I got attacked in the face with imps. Oh boy! Bloody hell, Blackbeard.
I summoned these
Terrible
to
at this.
serve as my crew. I forgot what a handful they can be. Once aboard, they wouldn't listen to their captain. They ran amok in the bowels of the ship.
You won't listen to their captain. Oh, they're coming in.
Fantastic.
Sorry, Blackbeard. Let's go.
Flat. Money.
Good God, they're swarming me!
Oh, for goodness sake, every time, Blackbeard. Just fight him.
Okay to drop the pirate voice. What pirate voice would that be?
Wow.
Yarr.
Zinyan's destruction of Earth had a profound impact on the afterlife. To heaven, it was a logistical nightmare. St. Peter's meticulous nature drove purgatory wait times to unbearable levels. Meanwhile, in hell, where souls in pain were used as currency, it created a new era of prosperity for the wickedly enterprising. This economic boon resulted in the coffers of hell to be overflowing, which in turn piqued the interest of the most notorious man that sailed the seven seas.
Edward Kenway.
Long had Blackbeard been a thorn in Satan's side, robbing tax collectors on a semi-regular
Boo.
basis.
Overrated.
But the promise of an immeasurable fortune drove him to be even bolder. An arrangement was reached. Blackbeard would provide information on strategic targets in exchange for a share of the profit. Johnny, who was interested in murder, not money, happily agreed.
Alright. We're allied with Blackbeard.
Yay.
Grant ye the ability to summon my crew whenever they're needed.
Whoop, whoop. An imp army. So I can use some dark entities to do our bidding. Maybe imp. Maybe the glyph diversion. Oh, that was fun. Okay,
Other people seem scared of Gat, but Kinsey,
Remember how to do this.
she's the one to watch out for.
I got word from Blackbeard that every island has a treasure chest hidden on it. What's in the chest? I don't know. I'm not a fucking pirate. What I do know is that if you want to get that thing open, you have to find 3 corresponding glyphs. Look on the bright side. Nothing's trying to kill you.
Uh-huh.
sure. Okay, don't know what just happened. But we can do the summon tutorial, which they do count as separate missions, so we might as well do it while we're here.
Okay.
All right, matey. It's time for your lesson. Let's summon me favorite scurvy-riddled hellion, the imp. Why don't you start off by summoning an imp to take out those enemies?
Go forth. Attack!
There you go, matey. Now take down the other.
Go, my child. Go. Kill.
Vicious. Now let's practice your aim. Take down the demons on the islands.
Okay.
Not a problem.
Go forth and murder.
Not as rewarding as pressing someone into service, am I right? Now get going. There's a whole wide world waiting to be plundered.
Yarr. Alright, it's pretty simple. I think you can repeat those tutorials whenever you want, but there's not much need. It's very easy to sort out. Alright, let's go and pay a visit towards Shakespeare.
Let's see what these things can do.
Apparently he was villainous enough to earn him a spot in hell, but there you go. Oh, come on. So we're doing that. But yeah, Barnstorming, if you do remember us playing this originally on Run's channel where we did them in the episode.
Found information on where the president is being kept. Evidently, they've been trapped in some sort of soul crystal inside Satan's palace. Breaking in is an impossibility. Your best bet to save them is to continue to try to draw Satan out of his palace.
Okay, thank you, Blackbeard. I'm going to do the Barnstorming as collectible sets, so I think at the start of every weekly episode, so the first set we'll do is episode 3. We'll do a whole district, and then the week after another district. If I can stretch out the series that long, it might end up bumping it up, if not, but that's the plan, just because they could be quite awkward. It took us quite a while to do them, so I thought I'd do them as sets.
Yeah.
Let's bust a move.
Lights up. William Shakespeare, humanity's greatest playwright, and hell's most diabolical purveyor of entertainment, looks on as a brave mortal on an Orphean quest enters. The bard's interest is piqued, and he looks to test his visitor's mettle. The masked tragedies were used to enemies cowering as they approached. But soon they realized that they faced a foe with courage and nobility, traits uncommon in the fires of perdition.
Hey, there's no devilish snipers. This guy's pretty tough.
I've forgotten
The
how to pull my
inciting
weapons up.
incident resolved. The time had come. Rising action. The battle raged on below, and as bullets and blood flew, the bard arched a curious eyebrow. Could this mortal be the exact thing that Shakespeare needed?
Oh.
This battle's far over. Arise.
Oh dear.
Now, Act 3.
Act 3. Yeah.
Got him. Johnny, stay on this stage, please.
The conflict resolved. Shakespeare eagerly awaited meeting the champion that dispatched so many of his men. Undoubtedly, they were here for the bard's aid. And while happy endings were not a thing found in hell, Shakespeare always had a soft spot for comedies.
In the land of the living, William Shakespeare is regarded as one of the most prolific playwrights of all time. However, to the denizens of hell, the bard is seen in a far different light. After selling his soul for fame and adoration, Shakespeare served in hell as Satan's spy master general. In doing his duty, Shakespeare would punish the souls he was investigating by forcing them to perform in grotesque passion plays for Satan's amusement. But in a Twelfth Night-esque twist, Shakespeare found himself living a double life. While he projected an image of cruelty, his heart was as soft as Jezebel's. In secret, he would tutor her on the classics and act out the works of his mortal days. When Satan found out, he cast Shakespeare out of the palace, believing that the poet would be tormented by the populace of hell, far out of Jezebel's sight. But Satan had not counted on the bard's cunning. Embracing his persona of master torturer, Shakespeare and his followers, the tragedies, took root in the entertainment district, biding their time for revenge.
Revenge. Revenge. There we go.
Okay.
Shakespeare did too.
So Shakespeare called forth the Deus Ex Machina to bestow our protagonist with the arcane power of force.
Yay. Stop. Obviously, if you carried on from Century 4, we know how to do stomps, but the game wants us to do a tutorial anyway, so let's do that one.
Shakespeare, really?
Yep.
Should be pretty quick.
Lights up. The mortal stands in the training grounds, eager to try out his new force stomp power on the group of demons in front of them.
Ooh.
Scene 2, in which our protagonist kills more demons with force stomp. Act 2, in which our protagonist is greeted by foul imps.
No, not the imps. Where are the imps? Ooh. Ooh.
In which our protagonist learns that force stomp even works on flying enemies, enabling them to remove a dark fighter's shield before shooting them to death. The day is won, and the curtain closes on our noble hero.
Hey.
There you go. Gosh, it's been such a long time since I played this. What are the controls again? What am I doing?
Alright. And we've reached 30 minutes, so I think we will wrap up this episode here. Let's just get on the roof so we're not being attacked by everybody. Oh my god. Okay, this is not going as well as I hoped. Okay, that'll do. And I'm floating in the middle of the air. That's great. Okay, so let's no, hang on. Well, yes, we do want to save the game. There's yeah, so the 12th of May 2018 was the last time we played this game. That's when I have the last save as.
Wow.
So, there we go. 25th of July 2020. We're 20% of the way through the game, which is not quite accurate. That is going to slow down quite a lot, but it's not quite as bad as it would be in Red Dead Redemption 2. We are still going to blast through this game pretty quickly, but the game isn't lying to us as badly as that one did. But yeah. Anyway, so we've got loyalty missions for Blackbeard and Shakespeare we can work on our own time, but we'll finish up collecting our powers for now. But you can see that the arcane lessons are the ones we're also working on, where it's just when you get the new power, you test it out. Let's see, so statistics. So we've got to get through the loyalty missions and activities. Explore more neighbourhoods, control them. Martial grounds, spires, altars, audiotoms, soul clusters, bounce glyphs, chests, this, that and the other. Yeah, okay. So obviously we'll be working on those over the course of the game. I think in the next episode we're going to carry on what we're doing. We're going to rally Vlad, and then our next denizen of hell will do the tutorials for their arcane powers, and then I guess we might... let's have a look. We might make our way down the list, so we'll do gear up and possibly Dane's loyalty mission, depending on how much time we have left. But that is where we're going to end it for today, I think. Before we wrap up, let me thank my amazing patrons. My £5 plus patrons are Ron Hyler and Ever the Snake. You can find links to their channels as well as my other £3 plus patrons in the description down below. And on screen you'll see credits to my £1 plus patrons. Thank you so much, everyone. It's truly appreciated, and it goes a long way to help with the channel, so I do thank you a lot for that. And if you wish to join those patrons, you can follow the link in the description down below to my Patreon page. But you don't have to do that, because at the end of the day, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and also be sure to share the video. I'll see you guys in episode 2. Bye, guys.
Everything changes.
See ya.